Thank you. Tonight's officials have been selected in accordance with the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Let us welcome and thank Brian Cox and Samson Chihuahua Makonda for being a part of today's match. And now for the team, starting with our guests, the Kenton Wildcats. They are coached by Jamie Bartlett, along with assistants Jordan Martin and Enrique Mendez. The starters tonight for your Wildcats are Evan Rawl, Marlon Lopez, Kyle Barrett, Cam Jezianowski, Gus Wingfield, Austin Chen, Chris Villa, Hades Jumakanov, Luis Fernando, Alex Miller, and in your goal tonight for the Wildcats, Hayden Holland. And now on your feet for your 2024 St. Mary's Memorial Rough Riders. Number 3, Connor Rust. Number 7, Vincent Holtzapple. Number 8, Jake Ackroyd. Number 13, Braden Keller. Number 14, Brady Dingledine. Number 15, Cohen Kraft. Number 16, Brady Triplett. Number 19, Noah White. Number 23, Rowan Verbright. Number 24, Will Ross. And in the goal tonight for the Rough Riders, number 0, Landon Klaus. The Rough Riders are coached by James Holtzapple, Skylar Lining, Steve Steinecker, and Josh Flushing. We want to wish both teams the best of luck, and we want to again welcome you to Rough Rider Field.
Well, welcome back to Rough Rider Field. What can we expect tonight between Kenton and St. Mary's, Seth?
To be honest, Dave, I think it's going to be a dogfight. I think Kenton's season isn't going as they were probably hoping, and this is a chance for them to make it a great season for them. Anytime they get a chance to beat the Riders, I think they're pretty happy. I don't think they like the Riders much. It's probably your fault, Dave.
Absolutely.
Jamie probably wants to beat you just as bad as he wants to beat most teams. So I think they're just looking to make it interesting.
Absolutely, and they're using a backup keeper because they lost theirs in the last game with Ada with a red card, and their 2 center mids are out because of injury. So it should be interesting. See how we hold the ball and what we take out of the game from Sydney and how we rebound from Shawnee.
Yeah, in the Sydney game, I saw a mix of attacking. We weren't just going 100 mile an hour the whole game. We were mixing it up, playing some possession, hitting them on the counter, hitting them with some quick attacks. It was a whole bunch of variety, so we'll see what the Riders do tonight.
Absolutely, and then we're back to the traditional sweep. I like what we're doing in the middle, too. So we'll see if our outside backs get up like they have been, and I think those opportunities will come.
Yep, Rowan Verbright in the midfield with another start, winning the header for the Riders there, sending it right back to Kenton's side of the field.
Absolutely. Oh, nice idea. Boy, I like the way we're set up. Outside.
Kenton's packing in the middle and the defense there, but the Riders find an edge to Keller. An early shot, but to the outside.
Yeah, I'd rather have it across the box on the ground. Angle's tough.
Yep, and we have seen that from him a few times this season. Every once in a while he hits that shot, and every once in a while he hits that back post. Brady Triplett runs onto it or somebody else. So he does mix that up. That's good to see.
Absolutely, and test his keeper because he's not the regular varsity. Test and see what he's got.
Yeah, definitely want to see some long shots early on here, see what kind of hands he has, see if he's going to give up rebounds.
I'm interested to see what kind of offense Kenton has because I think that's their biggest problem this year. They can't really get much attack, especially missing the 2 center mids.
Yeah, and I think Jamie, pretty smart coach, he knows what he's got, and if he doesn't have a lot of attack, he's just going to pack it in defensively. He's got 6 guys.
6 with 2 coming.
Yeah, so I think he knows. He knows what the Riders have. He's always out scouting. He's always prepared. So we'll see if they can keep us off the scoreboard.
Absolutely, and that's got to be the goal. Oh, beautiful ball. Oh, he missed it.
Yep. Great ball.
That was beautiful
That's
ball.
what Dave just asked for about 10 seconds
Yes,
ago.
it is.
Great run from Keller. Just mistouched it here.
But a 0-0 tie for Kenton is a huge win.
Yeah, exactly. Nice replay here.
And he touched it.
Yep.
He was trying to flick it far post. That's the right idea.
Another look at it here. See if the defender gave him a little shove there. Might have affected it, but had a chance. Didn't quite put it away.
Had two choices, a flick or a toe ball.
Yeah. Yep. I always tell my younger guys, maybe once a game you can use a toe ball. Otherwise, please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't.
That was a toe ball opportunity.
Yep.
And that's the hardest thing to show young players is what's the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
It's there, but you gotta find it.
Yep. Unfortunately, there's a lot of young ones that use the toe every time they kick the ball, and that's something that needs to be corrected. That's something that you've worked on over the years. I've worked on over the years and fixing in the youth, but unfortunately, we need more people out there to correct that.
Love what I'm seeing here. Patient and passing the ball. Our backs are getting up.
Yeah, looking familiar to what we saw against Sydney last week. Not trying to go too fast. Hopefully every once in a while we do, just to mix it up. But looking for our opportunities.
Oh, yeah, now get across. Okay, this should be excellent.
Okay, and that's a good sign. The refs are going to call it tight. Kenton always likes to be pretty physical.
He went quick, crossed the ball, rebound. Oh.
That shows you the goalie's hands, maybe.
Yeah. Who was that in the center?
That was Vinny received the ball, and then looked like Verbright had a handball, but the ref didn't see it.
I see Vinny and Ackroyd have switched out. Now Ackroyd's going back up top. Interesting.
Yep, I like the short, especially as the riders aren't super dangerous on balls in the air.
No.
So those short balls where they can get a little bit closer and play it through the middle.
And look at number 8 for Kenton. The size in the middle they got there.
Oh yeah, big boy. Yeah, we'll see if he's gonna get up in the air or even if he has to jump. Might just stand there and let it hit him.
Exactly. But nice ball outside.
Got a lot of space on the outside. Kenton wants us to go outside clearly.
Absolutely.
Probably because they know they got that 7-footer in the middle.
He's at least 6'5". There we go. Take our time.
Riders are quick to win the ball back.
Nice job.
Kenton doesn't have a whole lot of interest in building up.
No, they don't. And they're keeping their shape. The only thing I see is backside is wide open, and I think it's going to be because they're not getting their outside mids back.
Yep. Like we said, they're trying to pack it in the middle, giving us the outsides, hoping that we just settle for crosses.
Yeah.
They've scouted, like we said. Jamie's great at scouting. He watches.
Absolutely.
He's probably watching every Rider Nation station game. Showed up to a couple games himself, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
And so he knows exactly what our weaknesses are, what our strengths are. So Ken's always a good opponent to play for that exact reason, even if they're not having a good season. They're going to show you your flaws.
Good play by Noah White, getting that cleared out of the back. Nice header out of the back. He's done a really good job since they moved him to sweep.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Let's see if we can get across.
Got to have some more numbers in the box. Vinny making a run backside.
Good. Oh,
get there.
Be a shooter. That is the right shot.
Nice little worm burner for you, Dave.
That's the right shot.
Dave can't. Dave, you should see Dave smile up here, ear to ear.
Yep. Kill some worms, baby. Especially on a wet field like this.
Yeah, and a new goalie here.
Absolutely. Test him.
I don't know if you noticed that there wasn't much follow on that shot, though. That's something the riders need to fix. He saved it cleanly, but I wouldn't expect him to do that all night, so the riders can get a cheap one. Nice ball from Keller.
Oh, you support back. Support back. You got 2 up top.
Yeah. Kenton doesn't care.
No, they're more worried about the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And getting nice. Just take it back outside.
Yep, the riders are really going to have to test their patience tonight.
Yep.
Kent's going to give us anything that we want possession-wise.
And they're not trying to trap us either. They're not holding the high line. They're just holding at the 18. Good opportunity. Cross.
That's exactly what Kenton would like to see. We'll see. The riders tend to put one of those away a game, but it's not something they're going to put 3-4 away. So Kenton is fully prepared for that kind of ball.
Absolutely. And I think one of the biggest things is Jamie is just sitting there. He's not excited yet, so obviously they're sticking to his game plan pretty much.
Riders win the long goal kick here. For looking at possession, I think the Riders got about 90% to Kenton's 10.
Yeah, and Kenton...
And Kenton's okay with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 11's a nice player for Kenton. He's done most of the work with the ball, but I just don't think they have a lot of options.
Yeah, we'll see if they got any speed up here. I haven't seen much yet, but they haven't really tried to release him with the long ball yet.
No, and I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. We'll see. Good ball. Look outside. Look outside.
So far, the field conditions don't seem to be a factor, but as the game goes on, we'll see. Dave and I were walking the field a little bit earlier, and grass is pretty long. I don't think the school had a chance to mow it.
No.
With all the rain this weekend, lines are looking a little rough, so field conditions are not our best. We'll see how that goes on as the game goes.
They'll look better for the playoffs.
Yep.
So, man,
there we go.
Confident
Ken's got
on
a
the
chance.
ball. Yeah. Nice job. Nice job.
Needs a little help over here. Keller's checking back.
Yep. Nice. Play him through.
Love that corner ball. I've been asking for that all season. Great run. Great ball.
right in the middle.
Throw a few more numbers in the box.
But there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 Kenton, 5 Kenton players right there. When the ball comes down, there's 1 St. Mary's and 5 Kenton. So we're going to have to find different space to put the ball into. Nice job. Go back. Go back to keep. There you go. Go back to keep.
There we go. Maybe we can suck a couple of defenders out, and then we can maybe hit them a little bit quicker than what we
Absolutely.
have been. This is where earlier in the year, I think Dave and I both kind of wanted a little bit more possession instead of the 100 mile an hour. This is a game where you need to go 100 miles an hour.
Absolutely.
That way Kenton doesn't have the time to pack it in.
Cross.
Would have loved to see a drop to Jake Ackroyd there on the top instead of the angle. Let's
see the replay.
Hot shot off a triple.
Oh, call the ball. Call the ball.
Yep.
Call the ball.
Tough angle for
yeah,
triplet.
There's not much there. Triplet's got to drop that. But Ackroyd's also got to be vocal. And even after
we have no idea how loud he is out there.
Yeah, but even after the play, he needs to go up and say, hey, you need to drop to me.
Yep, you see it in the pros. I don't necessarily want to see what they do in the pros where they scream at each other, but talking to the guy, letting him know, like, hey, you know I was there, right?
Yeah. But, yeah, I'd just let him know, hey, look up, I'm here.
Yep. That was a good run from the left back there, Brady Dingledine. Didn't quite get the ball, but I like the run.
Good ball. Oh, you got to know they're coming, man. We're standing there like we got all this time. You're not gonna. The whole game plan is to close down the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, we'll like to see a quick strike. Something the Riders are very good at, but haven't had the chance to do it yet.
Sides if you could get it through. Number 3 is Rust, right?
Yep. Connor Rust.
Connor Rust. That's
senior.
Definitely right to have him there outside
ball.
back.
Now we got a man backside if we can get it there. And good luck. Good step by Keller. And there it is. There it is. Again, it doesn't matter how many times you defend it. All it takes is 1. And the Riders are good enough to get the 1.
What happened was the only player moving when that ball was coming across was Keller.
Yep. And he stepped to the ball. He didn't wait on it.
Kenton all stood and waiting to see what happens. Look at him.
Yep. Keller runs right through the 2 guys.
If one of them would have been running out at it, it could have changed the whole outcome.
Yeah. It's one of those where before the ball is even played, you want to find your man. So the Kenton guy should ideally find Keller there, get a hand on him, get a body on him, and you can sense that he's coming through, and you can stay in front of him and not let him get a touch on the ball.
Absolutely. We'll see if Kenton changes anything now that they're down 1.
29-17 mark.
Especially in the first minute and a half of this. Oh, outside.
Yep, they had a chance there to counter. Didn't quite. They do only have 3 guys to our 5, but they did have some space.
The number 11 is their strongest players, and that's who they were trying to feed to.
Yeah, so clearly don't have the skill that they're going to need to get a goal when they're down 3 to 5.
Take your time. Be a shooter.
Oh, what a shot.
Absolutely.
By Rowan Verbright.
That was beautiful, right?
Definitely want to see that one on replay.
Yeah, watching. That's why I said be a shooter. Beautiful.
Kenton defender doesn't quite step out as quick as he needs
Upward
to.
90, you're not saving that.
Yep. Clearly, they have no fear of the freshman, but
No.
I think they marked his name down and said, all right, let's step to that guy now. Great shot by Rowan. Love
was
to see it
beautiful.
from a freshman.
And he's a freshman, so that was absolutely tremendous. Good job. And I don't remember him starting.
Nope, this is his second start as far as I've seen.
Okay.
He started against Sydney. That was the first I've seen him start.
I didn't think he started against Shawnee.
Yep. Nope, he did not. He had a pretty good game against Shawnee. I was pretty impressed. It was somebody that I definitely noted. I believe he had the assist in that game.
To Ackroyd's goal.
Yeah, I believe everything gets a little fuzzy in my old age. I know it's not quite your old age, but nice run here from Keller. He loves the cutback.
Oh,
Keeper
man.
makes a great save.
Toe ball again, corner.
Now that's twice you've asked for a toe ball, Dave.
But-
Don't be teaching these young guys.
Yeah, but it's there.
Yeah.
It's there. Left-footed toe ball is in the back of the net.
I just said I'm teaching the young guys once a game, maybe, if necessary, and you've already called it twice.
Yeah, maybe
Let's calm
three
down. Calm down.
Both of them were right. That's the best part.
We got Reed Kantner, another freshman in the game.
Nice.
Smart play. I think earlier in the season he would have forced something there, but he's growing.
Oh, nice.
Growing
Also,
into varsity, and he plays that away smartly.
I'm interested to see whether we go short, go long, or what we do on corner kicks, because we're not having a lot of success this season.
First varsity goal, number 23, Rowan Verbright.
See if we
Good
did anything
ball.
different here. Got a backside wide open. That's a miss from Kenton. He completely missed the ball. He did go for it, but he missed it, and Vinny takes advantage.
Yep, and the keeper was totally out of position. Watch. Yep, look at him.
Yeah,
And
the
then
keeper's got to
stood.
get to the back post.
He's got to protect that post.
And honestly, Dave, I know you are you really like to have your defenders on your post.
Yes.
So in that case, if that defender's on the post, the defender clears that instead of it going sneaking in there.
You don't see it in the modern game as much. Me being old school, I got to protect the post.
Yep.
And you see it. I just saw it in a Champions League game where they covered the post and cleared it off with a header. So.
Yep, exactly. It's definitely should have a foul there. Ref lets it go. He thought about it. You can tell he thought about it. He held the whistle.
Oh my
For
goodness.
some reason, decides not to. Guess he wants this to be more interesting of a game. But those are the things that if the ref lets go now, he
get
better
out of hand
could get out of hand in a game like this.
Absolutely, especially when we got 26 minutes left in the first half and it's 3-0.
Yep. So hopefully that doesn't continue. Clearly a foul there.
Absolutely. Keep
Nice
it coming
run.
out.
Not a bad look. I like the quick strike. We're not going to get it every time we have a quick strike, but to beat a defense like this, you're looking for those opportunities.
And this isn't a bad night, especially on a sloppy field, to maybe not play your starters the whole game and give a chance for some younger players.
Yeah. These are the type of field conditions where you're going to get some stupid injuries.
It's a WBL game, but I always liked when I could rest
Yeah.
and play deep.
Especially now we're at the home stretch here, about ready to head for playoffs.
Absolutely.
I want to keep everybody healthy.
Absolutely, and play as deep as I can.
Yep. So put these guys away early in this first half and
Well, and
play minimally.
the great advantage during the regular season is you can play every single player.
Mm-hmm.
In the playoffs, we're limited how deep we can go, but here we can play everybody. So
Yeah, and it's always good to see those young guys get in,
absolutely,
especially against
nice job.
a team that we certainly see as a rival. I don't know about these
Who's
guys.
28
That's Reed Kantner, freshman.
freshman?
Yep.
Really love that.
Yeah, he's grown a lot this year.
That was definitely a foul by him, but man, he went in hard. I loved it.
Yep. The ref over here saw that foul in the beginning or a few minutes ago. I think he wants to make sure it doesn't get out of hand, so he's taking care of business.
Vinny's got to be careful. He kicked it back, and
Yeah,
the ref.
I have seen that a few times from the boys this year. You
And
get the wrong ref, you're going to get a
goodness.
yellow card. Getting one this early is not something
No.
you want to see, especially from somebody like Vinny, who is very physical on the
Well,
field.
the worst part is
don't
you
want to
could
take
lose
away
him
that
for
advantage.
2 games over something as simple as that.
Yep.
Because a yellow for that, and then just a little rough later in the game when Kenton's
Yeah.
down 4 goals or something.
Yep, and like I said, he's a very physical player, so you know it's going to be hard for him to back off. You don't want him to have to back off
No.
in the game, so you don't want to take away that advantage for a silly thing like that. But I have seen it a few times this year, so
Absolutely.
something that hopefully they address.
Definitely. Coach really needs to try to make sure that we're keeping keeping our heads is the best way to put it. Just
Yeah.
make sure
Yep.
we're keeping our heads.
Yep.
Don't let them get in our heads.
Yeah, and I think against Shawnee that was a big thing.
Oh, it's huge.
They could have let certain things get in their heads in that game. Just moving fields, just being delayed a couple times, giving up that goal early, and then having to come back and play after that. But they didn't. So
Well, tying the game up and then really not giving up any scoring opportunities for close to 35 minutes.
yeah.
And then the goal they give up, I didn't think it deflated us. I thought it could have.
Exactly.
The
Keeper's got to talk here.
Yeah, the third goal was not deflated. It wasn't because we were deflated. It was because everybody was up the field.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
2-1, 3-1. You know my opinion.
Doesn't make a difference. Exactly.
I can't win. I'm going to try.
Yep. And Dave, I just used that tactic this weekend in a tournament. We had a championship game, my little guys, and we were down 3-0. So I told the goalie, get up, get involved. Gave up 2 more goals, but eventually we got a goal, and that's all.
awesome.
That's all I'm asking for. No, I don't want to get shut out. So
3-0, 5-1. I'll take it.
So thanks for that mentality, Dave. You've instilled that in me, and now I'm gonna instill that in the little guys too.
When you watch it in a Premier League game, or you watch it in even an international game, and the goalie's up there. And Becker just scored last year in an international game because they needed the win.
Yeah. Yep.
It was 1-1, and your goalie's down there. So it makes a difference. I'm interested to see if they can play out of this.
Yeah, they got some space. They're pushing up 4 guys now, which is more than they had before.
Yep.
But still not getting a whole lot, but they do want to throw in.
And they're slow to get out in the back, too. Good ball.
Yeah, as you said
There's
before.
the space that we got to do better. Can't give up that space.
And most of the time, I think the Riders are pretty good at winning the ball back in the midfield.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, a couple times here, Kenton has won those balls, and they've been able to at least attempt to counter.
And there's what you're talking about. We should be going hard. Our speed, it's not even close.
Yeah, exactly. We can outrun just about anybody.
And we should.
Yep. Just got to use it in variety.
Exactly. And I'd like to see him just turn that speed, go to the goal, and let the goalie come to him, and then he can make a decision.
Make a decision, yeah.
We didn't
Make
need
the
to
goalie
shoot
make
from
the
out
decision.
that.
Yep.
It's a low percentage goal.
Yeah, and I would like to see a couple more guys go in that. That was just Triplet and Winget making those runs. Everyone else just kind of hung back. Something could bounce off somebody and pop out, and we didn't really have anybody there.
Bring the 8-footer.
Yeah, no kidding. That's what Levin's motioning. He wants somebody to come up. This is a chance for me personally, Dave, where I send a bunch of guys because
Absolutely.
hey, I'm losing 3-0.
Yep.
I have a chance in the box. I'm going to get an opportunity.
You can change the momentum so quickly. That's a good ball.
Nice floater.
Oh, and it got on the ground.
Bicycle. Oh, he had to commit.
Yep.
Had he committed, it might have been great.
Nice slide tackle. Got the ball.
Lincoln Waterman, don't foul on his back there. Okay, and the Riders escape, but Kenton does get a throw in.
I definitely would have brought the big guy up just to make him have to guard him.
Yeah, absolutely. Riders probably put 2 guys on him.
Absolutely, in that open space. I did that with Ethan Steger.
Yep.
He wasn't dangerous, but he sure did open it up for the others.
He was a strong guy and taller than everybody, so at least make you think about it.
Absolutely. Man.
There you go. All right, Riders got a chance to counter here. It is 4v2, but
yes.
The Riders don't care. They're going to go at you anyway.
Oh, cross it in. That's a freshman, isn't it?
Yep, smart decision by Reed Cantner. As I said before, he's definitely grown into this varsity level.
Absolutely.
He's going to do some great things next season.
Cross.
Follow that. That is why.
Did he call a goal?
Ref is calling it a goal, saying it's across the line. It's fine with me, but to be honest with you, Dave, we should have been there to follow anyway.
That's not in. Oh, my goodness.
Where's our goal line technology here, Rider Nation?
Okay, that's closer. Okay, hits the post. I don't know.
Pretty close. I'm going to go with the ref here. That's Brian down there. I believe Brian. He's a pretty good ref. I'm going to guess he's not going to blow that whistle unless he's for sure.
That's tough.
So I'm gonna agree with him. However,
hits the post, hits his leg. I can't tell.
I think we're missing the biggest point, though, Dave. Where was the follow? We did not follow on the shot. We followed on the miss.
Yes.
And those are the little things. All right, the Raiders are winning 4-0, Dave.
Yes.
The game is not over, but let's be honest. It's probably going to be over here real soon.
Yeah.
You need to focus on the little things. What are we doing to get
active, not reactive?
Yes.
How many times have you coached with me, and it's been programmed way back to '97 with your brother? Active. We got to be active, not reactive. And everything we did there was reactive.
Yep. I remember running a drill where we'd take some shots on the goalie, and everybody had to run in and pat the goalie on the back when he made the save, just so we got that
finish on the keeper.
Yes, finish on the keeper, just so we got that habit.
Not just the offense.
And the defense. Exactly, because the defense needs to shield that ball away.
Your defense needs to finish on the keeper, and your offense needs to finish on the keeper.
It'd be nice to trust your keeper to catch everything, but let's be realistic. It doesn't happen. So you need to get in those good habits. And those are the things the Riders need to work on now before the playoffs, before it costs us a goal in the playoffs.
It costs us at either end.
Mm-hmm.
At either end. In the playoffs, either end could kill us. We need the goal, we don't get it, or we give up one because nobody was there to bail him out.
Yep. We know the Riders can beat teams like this. We know the Riders can beat just about anybody. It's going to be what happens when they play Shawnee again. What happens when they play Revere or whoever else. Salina, whoever else we play. What are we going to do?
There's a lot of players coming in.
Yeah, you might notice, folks, Dave and I are not the play-by-play substitution guys.
If you came for that, you're really in trouble. Without Doug or Howie here to be the player play. But we'll do our best, and don't be afraid to tell us some of the players that we're not naming. So
yeah, sorry, Kenton folks, if you're here listening for Kenton. I don't know any people from Kenton, so
you're going to get numbers.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we're going to tell you a nice play by number 12 or 17 or whoever.
This is accurate. I really like what I'm seeing. What'd he call?
I think he's calling out of bounds. That's where you're going to have the problems with the lines.
It is. And
lines not being painted.
The fact they didn't get them painted with our robot.
Yeah, we even have a robot. Apparently it was too wet for the robot, huh?
Yeah, he's got a contract. Watch this. Don't bring him down. Oh,
good defense from Noah.
Nice.
Like to see a little bit of help when Cohen stepped to that ball. A little bit of cover. Dave likes to say is layers.
Yes, layers.
In that situation, you'd like to see a layer there behind Cohen when he steps.
We did such a good job against Shawnee of layering. After about the first 5 minutes of the game. We weren't doing it perfect, and then we got a little bit better. But a layered defense has been the core of this program for years because it works with our athletes.
Yep, everybody has each other's back, knows their assignments. If their teammate messes up on an assignment, that's all right. We got your back.
And that way you're not standing.
Yeah.
Because if you watch Kenton's defense, they're just standing in place and guarding an area where
our speed's going to eat that alive.
And that's what we learned the hard way playing in the beginning. You know, oh my God, you stand, they just blew by. So, and Elida used to have so much speed.
Yeah, a lot of times you can spot a good defender by how they position their bodies, how active they are, even if they're not running around, turning their body sideways, knees bent, little hop in their step, ready to move, ready to run.
They're not afraid to foul up at midfield.
Yep.
Or on the edge.
Yeah, smart defenders know it's okay there.
Yep.
Other than Shawnee, I don't typically see any dangerous free kicks from the midfield.
Nice job by Noah. That is a beautiful placement.
Good hustle.
Yes.
Hopefully the ref can see that one.
I hope so. I've been disappointed. I just hope and he's ref long enough that he knows the whole ball's got to go across, but I'm beginning to wonder.
Yeah, one of those where you blame it on the lines.
Yeah. Aladdin's a good player. So.
Yeah, he's definitely working. He's not quitting. Down 4-0 in the first half, pretty easy. Time to be willing to quit, but he's not having any of that.
No.
Mayor's got some room over here on the right side.
Oh, offsides. He's off. He's off. He's going to let that play. Wow. And if somebody would have been fouling to the goal, that ball coming through, they could have run on to. But again, waiting to see.
Yeah.
Got to be active. No reason to hold your run way over there. You should be running towards the goal once we made that turn.
Good work there from Bronson.
And that's going to hurt us in the long run if we don't improve.
love that defense on that header from Bronson there.
Yeah, absolutely.
JV guy coming in, working hard. Love to see him in this first half already.
Nice job by Keller down the wing.
Definitely a foul there.
On who?
Oh, that should be...
it should be on 11, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's going to be on Keller.
That was pretty slick.
He actually grabbed him
and then acted like it. Yep.
Keller went to
Smart.
grab him back, and that was...
That sounds like a typical Kenton tactic. I think that all you Kenton folks out there, you probably have seen that one before. Very smart. I'm not criticizing folks. Very smart.
Jamie told me one time when I complained, he goes, I don't teach it. I said, but you allow it.
Yep. So that's something they usually call the dark arts professionally. And Diego Simeone, one of my favorites to watch.
Absolutely.
Coach. There's definitely room for that in the game. You hate when you play against it, but man, it's good when you can use it to benefit yourself.
Sergio Ramos did it more than any player I ever seen. And the fact that he didn't get shot, he's got to be the dirtiest player. So.
Yep. Or the smartest.
There's both schools. But Kenton hasn't given up. They're playing strong.
Yep. And if St. Mary's gets lazy, they get complacent. Kenton can definitely get a goal. I'm not saying they're going to get back in this game, but they can definitely get a goal. And the Riders really need to work on finishing games. Really, Sydney gave up a goal.
Absolutely.
I think. Sorry.
It was 5-0. I don't remember if they give one up. The last I saw the score, it was 5-0.
Yeah. But we have given up goals at times when we shouldn't. So.
Well, something else we talked about during the Shawnee game is the WBL. Number 11 is a prime example. He's a fine player.
Yeah, exactly.
Kenton's not on a great team. He's going to get some third team and second team votes, and he should.
Exactly.
He deserves it. But I see quite a bit on our team that it's going to be hard to get us the accolades that we deserve. We're doing a fact check to see what the score is.
I'm pretty sure I remember a goal that shouldn't have been a goal, counterattack.
Late against.
But I've watched too many games. They all run together. So.
Absolutely.
Sorry, folks.
Here, good opportunity.
That's why I don't get paid to do this.
Where's 11? He must have subbed off. Yeah, 11 subbed off.
And you still have no one. Right when I started making that
Oh,
run.
nice job by Kenton. Shot. And that's a goal.
And there it is. Exactly what we're talking about. And yes, it is. Yes, it was a goal for Sydney. And yes, it is a goal here for Kenton.
When we're up 4-0.
And this is what we're talking about. They need to.
Did you see how we were all standing? And
yes.
He beat one player and turned and shot. Beat one player. You got another replay, please, sir? Boom. Watching. Turn. Shot. Man, that's...
Yep. Those are the little things. Again, Riders are going to win this game.
Absolutely. But Furillo in the playoffs?
Yes. We got to build. We got to get better. Got to improve on those little things. Got to be able to shut the teams down for the whole 80.
Oh, nobody there. That was Keller back door, wasn't it? Shooter. He took it left-footed. I'm impressed.
Yep. And if the Riders aren't careful here and just start settling for some things, this could turn into an interesting game.
It could. I mean, if Kenton can get one more, they definitely give them something to plan for in the second half. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I haven't been too excited about anything the Riders have been doing here for the last 10 minutes, really.
No.
And that's hard. Going up 4-0, it's an easy thing to fall into.
And we subbed. We're playing some younger players, and we're giving some of our older players a rest, as we should.
Yep. You just gotta keep that mentality we talked about earlier, strong mentality, and we've seen the strong mentality from the boys, especially at Shawnee. But we've also seen them flip that switch off a little bit here.
A little bit. Interested to see if we can win in the air. Nice. Kenton's just looking to clear.
Probably a foul.
Good call. Good call. Good call.
Can't attack a player like that when he's in the air, so that's what they're calling.
Double-handed, let me move you.
Should be a decent opportunity for a free kick here. We'll see what kind of numbers the boys put in the box.
Pick one ball.
Nah, they kicked them both out. This is fun. Let's do it again.
All right. Here
There's
comes.
one on. Oh, all right, just one.
All right.
That was a fun game.
Number 15.
Play it short. I like it. Good shot opportunity, but just don't hit it into, guys.
Oh, be a shooter. Nice. That's the right hit.
Yep, not bad. The riders are skilled enough, though, to pass through those, so just as long as they're mixing it up a little bit.
Well, and that's the key. Do you take that shot against Shawnee, Revere, or them, or are you taking it because it's Ken? And it's a backup goal.
Yep. Must have been a deflection there. We do have a corner here for the riders.
Well, Rider Nation Station is trying to make us do a little bit more. They gave us the full roster, so we'll
Must not be saying enough names. Just read everybody's name off real quick, and then they can't complain that we didn't mention anybody's names.
Number 11 is Gus Winfield. Wingfield.
And notice Dave, sophomore.
Yes. Oh, my goodness.
So he's going to be one to watch in the future there.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he definitely is.
Another corner for the Riders.
Nice.
Russ wins it, but kind of deflects off the backside of his head here. Out of bounds for a goal kick.
But at least it didn't get on the ground.
Yep.
That's the part that just kills me.
It's improvement. It's improvement from what we've seen from the beginning of the year.
When it hits the ground in the box and both teams didn't touch it in the air, just drives me crazy. From defensive and offense. Oh, bad touch. Right idea. That is so much confidence to play that short to the line.
We got a 3v3 here.
Yep.
If Kent can take advantage, use your goalkeeper, I would do, but
that's Cohen Kraft on the ball.
Kenton getting physical,
And
calling
he's
a corner.
junior. Nice.
Kenton is always very good about that.
Here he comes.
There it is. They must have heard you, Dave.
Here it comes. Jamie's like, yeah, I'm down 3 goals. I'm bringing the big boy. Yep. Did you hear the coach? He's already telling him to guard him.
Yep.
Oh, good ball.
And he does get in on the action, but the Riders say nope.
Oh, handball.
There we
Nice
go.
job. Nice
Stay
job.
fast coming back to win that ball. Great play from him.
That's an
Get some varsity
excellent job
time
by
tonight.
Fast. Look at us hustle in the middle.
Yep. This
Love
is the
it.
kind of attack the Riders are great at and create opportunities, and an opportunity they do, and they bury in the back of the net. That is what the Riders do best. That is directly a counterattack from a corner kick.
And to be fair, Jamie told me one of the reasons tonight he probably wasn't going to bring up the big guy was he's so vulnerable once he's up, and that showed.
Yep, exactly.
So we may not see him again up top. But Jamie talked about that. Coach Bartlett talked about that, and sure enough, he was right.
Yep, and like we said, that's what the Riders do best there.
You got a replay?
Everyone else probably watched it twice. We were too busy talking.
I know.
Nice dribbling by Brady Triplett on the left side there, and then a nice technique on his shot there.
This is going to be the key to make sure that we get players rested and nobody gets hurt.
Yep, and that's why it's great that you're seeing the young guys get in from time to time this season. So a game like this, they can actually contribute and keep the ball and, maybe get another goal. But sometimes the young guys don't have that experience. But the Riders this year, over the last several games, have gotten a little bit more playing time for the young guys.
And experience is what is giving them. And I love that we're playing back to the keeper a little bit more than what we would normally do, and that's important. Oh, wet field, bad touch.
Coming up for the Wildcats prior to the throw-in.
They're making a sub.
Yep, and despite being down 5-1, Kenton only got 3 guys in the attack.
Yeah. And I think it's just tactically that's who they are.
Oh, yeah. They're not going to change who they are. They know this game might be out of hand, but what's going to be next?
And just continue to practice what they do.
Exactly.
If we score, this is how we score in our 1-0 game, then we need to continue.
Yep. Get
oh,
practice
beautiful job, Cross.
Great look. He's got some space.
Finish.
Good step by Brady Dingledine.
Number 7 was the score. Oh, what's he calling?
Calling offside over and back. That's what he's motioning there.
That's a good call.
So when you're offside, even if you come back onside, you can't.
You can't play the ball.
Yep, can't play the ball right away. A couple things have to happen first. Don't want to see too many more opportunities given up by the Riders.
No.
Like to see them just shut Kenton down like they did the first 20 minutes of the game.
Well, it's a little bit younger roster out there right now.
Yeah, but Dave, our defense is
The same.
pretty much the same starters. So, yeah, and it's not all the defense that plays defense, but when your 4 starters are still out there, you want to see a little bit better.
Oh, he's calling that offsides.
Exactly the same thing we had down here over and back offside call.
Against the Rough Riders results in an indirect kick for the Wildcats. Jizzy Anowski with the indirect.
Yep, arms up. So I'm interested to see how we communicate, because we got a little bit of a void in the middle with the younger players. Now they're coming back. Good. Kenton's done a good job to keep their head in. Good touch. Number 11 is
Widget?
Hunter Widget. He's a young one too, isn't he?
Nope,
Junior.
should be a junior.
Yep, he's a junior. Like what I'm seeing.
Yep, good hustle. Always a hard worker.
Oh, nice ball. Nice ball to
Dave
fast.
looking to chase it down.
Nice hustle fast.
Great hustle. Love to see it.
Absolutely.
That's probably why he is getting some varsity time
He
tonight.
deserves it.
Yep.
Last touch, Rough Riders.
Luke Vandrell and even Liette did that for me coming when I had opportunities to get up front just to work hard for me.
Yep.
In
Just don't
fact,
stop running. Run
Luke
through that
Va-
brick wall.
Luke Vandrell he was amazing. What did my dad call them? Dancing bears?
I never heard that one, but
Yeah, you gonna put the dancing bear in? Absolutely. And they just did a fantastic job. So and what an excellent job by Fast.
Widget working hard again over here. Jake looking to help him. Not a whole lot of movement off the ball if he does get some space.
Last stretch over the end line.
Interesting. We got 4 minutes left, and
Another corner for the Riders.
when we don't have the shot total we normally been having when there's games like this, so I kind of like that we're being more patient with what we're doing.
Ball goes out for another corner.
It's high school. You can sub on the corner.
Yeah, Dave knows that all too well.
Yes,
We had a young man, Tyler Parent, the specialist.
Absolutely. And Eli McPherson before him.
Yeah. Yep. Spray wins the header there, but can't quite get enough of it to put in a goal. He's a scrapper. Love to see him in there.
Nice.
You know he'll go up for the ball whether he wins it or not. He's not the tallest in the world, but he
Nice.
will work for it.
Colin Sprague. Spray. His dad played for me, Justin.
Colton, yep.
Colton Spray. Yeah, his dad played for me, Justin.
Yep, all the spray kids are hard workers. Seen them all play in their youth. Colton's definitely set a good example for them.
Absolutely.
Good foot skill by Widget on the outside. Looks to shoot. Dave and I would prefer cutback pass.
Anything across that 6-yard box on the ground is going to be dangerous because how many own goals happen that way? Just put it across the box on the ground. Hitting the side netting just gives me, I have no hair already, and it just takes more off.
Yeah, my son, Crew, does that way too many times.
Oh, you just want to take them out back and
Yep.
explain it to them.
yeah, that's exactly right. Take him out back and explain it to him, Dave. That's right.
That's it. Just want to take them out back and explain it to them. So
Ball changing possession back
they
and
have
forth
done
here.
a good job of holding possession while under attack. I mean, that's impressive. And that sophomore, what is it, Wingfield?
2 minutes.
Yeah, Wingfield. Nice job he's done. Gus Winfield.
Not seeing a whole lot of organized play here from either team.
No.
We haven't really seen that from Kenton at all tonight, but the Riders were pretty organized before, but now as they've gotten deeper into the bench, not seeing a whole lot of game plan.
And this is
It's
good.
harder to do with the younger guys. Yep.
But it's a good opportunity to work on it for next year.
Yep. And like we said before, we want to see those starters rest.
Absolutely.
Stay healthy, especially the field conditions, especially Kenton. We never know. Not saying they're dirty, but they're very physical.
Yes.
Easy to pick up injuries from them.
Absolutely.
Jake Ackroyd with some great foot skill.
Look for help. There you go.
Riders are back to being patient. I love it. We just were saying
Number
we didn't
5
see.
gets up. There he goes.
Yep,
There he goes.
Yep, great run for Dietz there, but
Yep.
nobody sees him.
Yeah.
Lincoln Waterman on the other side makes the run up, gets involved in the attack. Now the boys are working. Now this is what I love to see from the young guys.
Absolutely. Good ball.
Great ball across. Follow from Widget. That shot I'll take.
Absolutely. Did you see that across the 6-yard box? Beautiful.
Exactly what you asked for.
Replay.
Great
On the Larry
movement.
Schaff Auto Sales.
Great find. Got a corner here. Looked like maybe Zaya Fast with a power header, but deflected for a corner.
Here we go. Nice short. Cross it in. On the ground. Shooter.
And Dave, I love the variety of that. Back-to-back corners.
Yep.
One we go long and we get a piece of it. Isaiah Fast,
Then we
I
go
believe.
short.
And then we go short right away.
With a shooter. I mean,
mix it up. Yep.
There's the Warren burner I want to see on that. And when I watch it go over the top, it's like, man, all those bodies in the middle, just get it on the ground.
Bounce it off somebody.
So many opportunities.
Riders need to kill the ball here. This is one you send to the parking lot, or you just shield.
Yeah, right there.
Yep, that'll do right there.
Well, that's the end of the first half. It's 5-1 St. Mary's over Kenton Wildcats. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Please enjoy the commercials, and we'll see you from our sponsors, all right?
Albert Sporting Goods. American Legion Post 323, All Glaze Equipment Rental. Capabilities. David Wabacher Attorney. Eagles 767. FCA. Fowler's TV. Freedom Marketing Strategies. Grand Lake Roofing. Guarneri's Pizzeria. Jackalope Stash. Larry Schaff Auto Sales. Laura Yelton State Farm. MHS Alumni Foundation, Miller Funeral Homes, Minster Bank, Plus One Professional Real Estate, Ryder Rooters, Roots Pub, St. Mary's Foundry, Sean Barnett Electrical, Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center, Spring Street Storage, TSC, and Varsity Lanes.
Welcome back to Rough Rider Field for the second half of St. Mary's Rough Riders against the Kenton Wildcats. Now this will be interesting to see how long Coach Holtzapfel goes with his starters and exactly how Kenton comes out after halftime and how they're going to play. I expect Kenton to come out pretty hard and see if they can get a goal real quick. And I expect St. Mary's probably to play real hard too and try to get a goal so that they can get some more rest. Like I said, I just don't want to see somebody get hurt tonight. All right, Seth is taking his time to get on the mic because he's eating a hot dog, so I'll do this on my own. I'm the one who usually has the hot dog, so we'll just have to see. Here's the kickoff and see what happens. Straight down to us. Ooh, bad touch. All right, nice transition. Right ideas.
Sorry, Dave. I didn't have a Mountain Dew to wash it down with, so I had to take a couple extra chews there. My apologies.
We got a Mountain Dews.
I ran out of money. My kids stole all my money.
I got some in the truck, man. You should have known. Here we go.
Looks like the starters are back in here,
Yes.
looking probably like maybe they're not going to get a whole lot of minutes. Probably Coach probably said
they finish it off.
Yeah, I think Coach probably told me, hey, you get a certain number of minutes here. Go do what you want, but that's it.
And what a great opportunity for the young goalkeeper that's filling in for their varsity keeper, Hayden Holland. What a great opportunity for him.
Yeah, and he's done well. I definitely wouldn't have guessed that he's
sophomore.
Yeah, and not their starter.
No.
He's done a good enough job to impress me.
Yep, they lost their starter in their last game against Ada to a red card for a handball outside the box. Doxo.
Doxo.
Yep, Doxo.
Direct, obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Yep. At least that's what the ref wrote.
Yeah.
I've seen the film. It's questionable. But
nice defense from Noah White. Beautiful stuff there.
He has really turned into a force in defense since we went to sweep because he was non-existent in those first couple games.
Yeah, he's no longer just a sophomore defender. He is a rock-solid sophomore defender.
A sweeper can be so important to your team. Thinking back to Luke Limmerman and players like that just dominated and protected their other defense.
Yep, definitely. Noah's still young, so over the next 2 years, expect him to really take the defense and turn it into a rock-solid defense where we're rarely giving up goals.
Absolutely.
Like Luke Lemmerman's senior year, just dominating back there. Any mistakes his teammates made, he was there to cover.
Going into the 21st game of the season, then we'd only give up 6.
Mm-hmm.
Had 15 shutouts.
Yep, and that was great leadership from him.
Absolutely.
Great ability from him, great brains from him. That's something I expect to see from Noah White here in the next 2 years.
I can see it. 3 years he's going to be a stalwart. So especially the next 2 years, and they're going to play a lot of young players next year. So
yeah, and the Riders have shown that the young guys are willing to come in and not be scared of the moment.
Oh, good ball. Back to his right.
A little overlap from Vinny would be nice there.
Oh, nice. Would have. You had it going that way.
He thought about it. You could tell it was in the back of his head.
Who was that? Number 7.
Vinny Holtzapfel.
Holtzapfel. Okay. How did I not know that?
Well, he hasn't played in this game too often, so he's been out.
And not been
he's
up
been
front.
out for a while, yeah. So another win there from the Riders pretty quick.
Beautiful job. Well, and they move Holtzapfel to the outside. I'm not used to him out there.
Yep. And I don't know if you noticed, Dave, Kenton's got a different formation here.
Yes, they do.
They've got now 5 guys in the offensive attack. They've got flat 4 and maybe a defensive mid right here in front of them, which the Riders would definitely take some opportunities there. Definitely get some chances, take advantage of is the word I'm looking for.
It is. And they got Holtzapfel and Keller on the same side, so they're there to support and work off each other. I think that's very smart.
Yeah, their communication's usually pretty good.
And Brady Triplett on this side with Ackroyd. I think that's a perfect combination.
Yeah, I expect to see the Riders put in at least 2 here before.
And you got Will Ross in the middle, so, I mean, that's a nice setup.
Yeah, we'll see if Kenton can get any more offense with these extra attackers. They're only sending the 4 up, but which is more than what they were doing before.
Oh, good ball. Nice. Came across and got it. There you go to Triplett.
Easy outlet there. Love to see the Riders play simple. Now they've got a good chance to find some gaps.
Oh, he had Keller.
Yeah. Yep. I'd like to see
never looked back to his right.
I'd like to see us place the ball through those gaps. Now, these gaps, folks, if you watch the Sydney game, these are much tighter. These passing lanes are not going to be easy to break.
No, Sydney really struggled defensively.
Yeah. They're way too far spread out.
Their program's not what it used to be. They're definitely in a rebuilding process.
Yep, and I have seen their coaches, both their head and assistant coaches, on the sidelines of many youth games. So love seeing their high school coaches. They coach in the spring. They get those young players out there. They try to mold them the way they want. So they're definitely trying to build something.
And rebuild the program.
Yeah.
I mean, Sydney has a long history of being a top area program.
Yep. Great ball from Vinny Holtzapfel to Keller. Cut back, his favorite. Looking to see how many more cutbacks he can get.
See where Ackroyd's just standing. And he needs to move and call the ball.
And usually he's one of our best movement off the ball.
But he's completely, when Keller's got it, he's watching. He's in no reaction whatsoever, or no activity.
Yep, and sometimes I call that the Zach Wilker effect.
Yes.
I played with Zach Wilker many a times, and if I see him just make a run by himself about 10 times straight, I'm not going to move for him anymore.
Exactly.
And so when he looks to pass, I'm no longer moving and open. So
Yep.
hopefully that's not something that Jake has thought about. Lovely leave there
Do you see
from
the
Vinny.
do you see the 2 on the post?
No, I missed
Yeah,
that. But that's good adjustment that they made.
2 on the post. They definitely understood that was important.
Yeah, I love that play. Again, we love to see the Riders mix it up on corners. And Vinny stepped to it, left it. Keller had a nice shot there. Good play.
But, yeah, they had 2 on the post, and it went right there. Had it not had them, it would have been a goal. Nice ball. Number 8. Is he young? Tell me he's young. Holy smokes.
8 for Kenton.
Oh, so it's number 9. Cam's the big tall player. Number 9.
Go ahead and say that last name, Dave.
I can't do it.
Oh, Dave, that's disappointing.
Jensenowski?
That sounds perfect. That's exactly how I would have said it.
Jensenowski? So he's a senior.
Shot there, out for a throw-in.
And I do believe I butchered that name.
Oh, is that his mom calling right now to criticize? Oh, sorry. That's why Dave and I stick to numbers.
Yep, definitely.
See what happens when we try.
We'll get our brain force here when Doug's at the next game.
Yep, he's going to be apologizing the whole game.
I know.
Every 5 minutes. Sorry about that last broadcast. I'm sorry again. Anybody that didn't hear me before, I'm sorry again. Ooh, possible.
We usually
hate
don't
ball
let them have the scorecard. So, I love what we're doing. We're trying to maintain possession and get some shot opportunities, and even with Kenton's change in defense, they're not giving up bigger opportunities. They're the same opportunities.
Yep. Again, you'll see how tight they are. They are in that 5-back-4, but they're giving the wings chances like this. That big switch over here to triplet. Takes a touch and he looks to fire a shot, which is exactly what Kenton wants.
Absolutely.
And the Riders can score from there. It's not that it's not dangerous. It's just less dangerous than what the
percentages are less than 10%, and probably more like 5 or 6% from a shot at that angle from the 18.
Yep.
You know, so.
And Dave has his calculator over here, so that is an accurate percentage, folks. It is not just. He did not just pull that out of his pocket. He is calculating over here.
You hear it from the Premier League and everything else going through what are good percentage shots, and that's what it is.
Yep,
and
exactly.
In this game, that's why there's not 100 goals, because the percentages are really low on what's a good shot and what's not. That's a goal.
That's just
well done.
That's just
well done.
Excellent skill.
Yep, well done. He's going to bring it down, and he left it on his right foot, I believe, when it comes down. Yep, and then he put it in with his right.
Yep. Excellent skill. Taps that ball out of the air, knocks it down, pokes it in the goal. Oh, maybe a possible toe ball there, Dave.
Yeah, let's see.
Just about. I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit
Probably
outside
some
the foot.
waste outside the foot. Yep.
Outside the foot.
Good technique. Love to see it. Don't want any of those toe balls.
Little Beckenbauer.
Sorry, we got a young crowd.
That's okay.
They have no idea who that is.
Yes, I understand. Look him up. Google. Let it be your friend.
With the goal number 13, Brayton Keller.
And that's nobody knows Beckenbauer. Oh my goodness. Nice ball.
If it's not Ronaldo or Messi, they don't know who it is.
Yeah. I only recognize number 9. Well, no. The real one.
Surprised you don't have a hair patch like he does.
I did at one point.
That'd be a good look for you, Dave.
Yeah, well.
Sorry, folks. You can tell we're getting a little bored with the scoreboard here tonight.
We are.
Start talking about hair and
well,
and
the biggest thing
players.
we do need to talk about is our youth program in the future. That's something that I like to discuss as the game continues on, especially with the what's coming and getting more people. Beautiful save.
Just hard work from Triplet.
Beautiful
nice save from the goalie, yes.
And definitely getting more of our former players active in club soccer and teaching Rough Rider soccer, Ready Rider soccer.
Yep.
I mean, that's what it's going to take for us to continue this great program.
Yeah, and St. Mary's has had a great foundation laid for us over the last 20, 30 years. We've got lots of good things in place. But, yeah, we are still actively looking every day, every season, for more and more involvement from experienced players. There are a few out there that I'd love to see get involved. There are a few that are involved. I would love to see get more involved. And I know it's hard. Everybody's got jobs. Everybody's got multiple kids. But we're always looking for more people to get involved in the youth. We've got a lot of good help, but could always use more. So those of you out there that are thinking about it, please get involved.
Even if it's just as an assistant, even if it's just coming out to help. Because what you guys bring is what this program was built on. The traditions, the fundamentals, the hard work, and just letting them know what it means to be a Rough Rider. You know?
Yep, and a few years ago, there's a travel program, All Glaze Mercer United, AMU, was started, and that's producing some great players. We got a couple of them out here on the field tonight.
Absolutely.
And so that as that continues to grow, that's a great way to continue to build. But we also need lots more involvement with our rec program. Rec program is very important. I mentioned a few games ago, we've got a couple players out here that never played travel soccer.
Absolutely.
And they are still setting foot on this varsity field. You don't have to play travel soccer and spend the money and fly around the state all the time. There's nothing wrong with rec soccer, but we do need more involvement. We need the players to put in a little bit more time than just the fall. There's indoor programs over in Salina, the Shipyard, as it's newly named. That place has been through about 10 different changes over the years. Dave probably has no idea what Shipyard even is. He still calls it, Breakaway or Racket Club?
Racket
Still
Club.
calls it the Racket Club. I know the Yelton family loved the Racket Club, so I'm sure that's probably what they still call it too. But the Shipyard over there, they've got a great indoor program. Love to see some of the rec kids get involved in that. You can sign up on their website. Always looking for more and more players to get involved.
Absolutely, and the opportunities, we talked about it, Coach Quatman and I. Elida had their big run where they had a 7th grade coach taking the 7th, 8th grade, drop back down, had another coach taking the next group with 7th, 8th. Those are the kind of things that are going to build your program and give that continuity. And they were all rec.
Yep.
Some of them played some swing ball, but most of them just played rec for those coaches. And that's what is important, is getting players with knowledge of the game and of the game that we play.
Yeah, and for players, it's continuing to put in the time and energy year after year, wanting to improve, wanting to get better. You don't have to be super skilled, super fast. I certainly wasn't. I just continued to play and continued to learn the game myself.
Absolutely.
And through some good mentorship, good coaches, and eventually turned into a decent soccer player. And now I'm trying to do the same with the youth and hope that I can make them better than I ever was.
Good opportunity. And something else to keep in mind, I encourage multi-sport athletes. I had several players that had over 10 varsity letters. And that's what, played basketball, played baseball in the spring, played soccer, had some kicking for the football team and playing soccer. Yeah. Encourage it, because I think a multi-athlete. Happen to say you have to play soccer 365? No. I disagree with that. I want them to be in shape. And I had a lot of people say, well, how are they going to come to soccer in August? I wouldn't see Nate Wilker not 1 minute after the season was over until August 1st, and he'd be ready to go.
Yep. And now Nate is a pretty rare case, but yeah, you love to see the guys involved in other sports. Gives their brain a little bit of a time off from soccer. Their bodies, every sport is a little bit different. Different muscles. So yeah, you definitely want to see some different sports.
And it gives them a chance to build other friendships. You know, where it's not just cliques, soccer guys, this and that. You're playing basketball with the football guys. It builds that camaraderie of school.
Got some confusion down here on the sideline.
Box with the throw in.
Ref's getting it straightened out. But speaking of youth, Dave, we do have a youth night tomorrow night for the girls team.
Yes.
They play Elida, which big WBL game for them. So if you
and
come
just
out,
so everybody's sure, it's both boys and girls youth soccer. Tomorrow night at the girls game. It's not just girls youth soccer. It's boys and girls youth soccer.
They're going to have Kona Ice out here. Any player that wears their jersey, their club soccer jersey, is welcome. Hopefully they take some AMU jerseys as well, but are welcome to. Scrappy, great by goalie, hard work. That kid is a hustler.
Absolutely, and on top of that, it's going to be senior night. So having as many people out here for the girls' senior night against Elida will be definitely helpful to the program.
Yep, but JV starts at 5. They're having some activities here for the JV game, so come here as close to 5 as you can. Like I said, Kona Ice Truck, free entry for anybody wearing their jersey, but you do have to have a paid adult to come with them. So sorry about that. You can't just drop your kid off said that the other night, but I was wrong. Feel free to drop your kid off. They got to pay to come in. But that's tomorrow night, so come on out. Varsity kicks off at 7, so you're welcome to come in later. But some of the activities are going on early on at 5 o'clock.
And it's an opportunity to come see the girls play and get to see what the high school game looks on their side. And encourage you, our players, to want to be on this field.
Yeah.
We built such a beautiful facility that you want to encourage them to come.
Yeah, I still remember when there was trees hanging over the field.
Oh, yeah.
Knocking the ball down when it was still in play. Selling concession goodies out of the back of cars.
Absolutely.
Certainly not straight lines or flat field.
The ticket booth was a shed.
Yep.
So
very come a long ways here. Lots of time and effort put in through a lot of people. I think most of you probably know who the number one guy that did that, but lots and lots of people involved, lots of help. Couldn't do it without every single one of those guys.
We are a great community.
Yeah. Yep, and that's one of my favorite things about Rough Rider soccer. I've said it before, and I will continue to say it. There's a reason I still live in the area. There's a reason I still show up on these nights to watch the Rough Riders play. I love the team, love the program, love the community.
And for somebody who didn't grow up here, this is special. I've been living in St. Mary's for close to 40 years now, and it's just a special. I have my gravesite's already here, so it's where I'm gonna be for eternity. So I'm from St. Mary's.
In case you're wondering where that is, folks, that is at center field.
Yeah.
So if you see a mound, in a few years, hopefully several more years from now, that might be what it is. So don't be afraid. It's all right. Nothing wrong with being buried on a soccer field.
I think it will be at the Catholic cemetery.
Sorry. I thought you were talking about the soccer field. My bad.
If I could. So
I'll cut off. How about I cut off one of your fingers and come bury it out here? Oh wait, you're already missing part of the finger.
One. Not going to do it twice.
That didn't work. All right. Start to see some younger guys sprinkled in here for the Riders.
Absolutely, and Kenton's still playing hard. They haven't really given up. He did go to the bench. He is a lot younger right now. He definitely has some JV players in.
Yep, and you can see it. Sometimes you can just tell those young guys that haven't turned into their grown man muscle.
Yep.
And you can see it from the experience level as well.
But they're definitely putting up a good fight. So with 21 minutes left, I expect St. Mary's to really go to their bench here soon.
Yeah, I'd like to see the young guys put a couple goals in, get that experience. Nothing more enjoyable than scoring a varsity goal. Still remember my first one, or one of my first ones, against Salina as a freshman. Ian, where was he from? He was from
Defiance.
No, Ian was what do you call it? Was he one of the foreign exchange students?
No, he wasn't a foreign exchange. I know the one you're talking about, the one that got hurt.
Yeah.
Ian, and I can't
remember his last name.
I can't either.
Yep, he played a ball over. I tapped it in. It was the easiest goal in my life, and everybody celebrated like it was the hardest goal ever scored, just because it was against Salina, my first goal.
Absolutely.
A lot of fun. Great experience to score.
He broke his arm or leg up at Defiance.
Yep. We're going to think of it before the night's over. I know we are. Hate to forget a former player's name, former teammate in my case.
I see them in the grocery store, people, and it's like it takes 20 minutes for my brain to say, oh, that's who that is. Yep. So.
Yep. But great time, no matter what the score is, to put a ball in the back of the net.
Absolutely.
Experience like no other, especially on the varsity soccer field under the lights. Against Kenton, doesn't get too much better than that. Tonight would be the case.
One of my fondest memories of my son playing was we played Bath, and he just got in. He was in about 6 minutes, scored 2 goals, and I had the rule if you scored 2 in a blowout, you had to come off. He comes off smiling. By the time I got home, my wife is beating me because he didn't get to play for 40 minutes because of my dumb, stupid rules.
I'm sure that was very rare for that to happen, for her to be upset with you, Dave.
No, well, we're still married, 37 years. So, but no, it's great opportunities. And my son came off smiling.
Yep, exactly.
Knowing
And even if he didn't get as much playing time,
Yeah.
he still loved every second that
Yep.
he was out there.
Absolutely. He got his 2 goals. He knew. He was excited. So
Keller's just toying with him here.
he is, and they're young. He's walking right through.
He's hoping for the 10th man, but didn't quite make it past him.
I'd like to see a sub so he doesn't get hurt, because when you do stuff like that in a game like this,
Yeah, and you don't want to lose an important player
anger
like
can
that.
Yeah, to something stupid.
Yep, and honestly, if I'm playing against something like that, I'm probably going to get a little physical with a guy like that.
Yes, I'm going to make a slide tackle.
Trying to make my teammates look bad, and Keller's got the skill to do it, so
Definitely.
so it's easy for him. But
Did he call that on us?
yeah, I think so.
Okay. Some of these I haven't agreed with him.
Sometimes late game like this, game out of hand on the scoreboard, you
I'd like to
just kind
see
of call
Kenton
everything.
shoot this, because it's a good opportunity for our keeper to get used to these shots and develop a little bit more. It's got this wall's way too far out.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's 10 yards, but
No.
they didn't ask, so they don't have to.
No.
They're just waiting on the player. The ref's good to go here.
And he
Do
never asked
not
the
have
ref.
to, Yep.
Yeah, and the ref was like, I'm good with it if you're good with it.
Yep.
And that's something that it's hard for some parents to understand. It's like, that's not 10 yards. Well,
Doesn't have to be.
doesn't
yeah.
have to be. They're backed up, and if the ref wants them to back up a little more, he'll tell them.
Yeah, the kicker is instructed that they need to ask for it.
If they don't like the way it's set
Yep,
up.
yep. But if they don't ask, then you don't have to.
Nope.
Now, in high school, you'll see if a guy steps right to the ball on a free kick, typically he's going to get a yellow card for
Yep.
preventing quick restart. But other than that, they can kind of stand where they want, and unless they ask for 10,
And
don't have to worry about it.
And sometimes, like, parents can get confused. We were playing down in Bell Fountain the one night, and the referee wouldn't let us go quick.
Yep, and that
Because
always
that was
frustrates
Dayton.
me.
And it's like, I can go quick anytime I want. And he
Yeah.
goes, well, I'm just used to reset. No, don't reset us. Just let me go.
Yeah, I just got a yellow card this weekend for that exact same thing, Dave.
Yep.
So, yeah, thanks for the
Were
reminder.
you down in Dayton?
I was down in Dayton. yes.
Absolutely.
And I was trying to go quick because my team's very smart. They've been trained to do that, take advantage when the goalie's not paying attention, when the defense isn't paying attention.
Yep.
And all the other players on the other team are still trying to figure out what happened, and my players are setting up looking for the quick attack. And the referee did not allow it. And, of course, I said something, and it was very friendly what I said. I don't know why she took it the wrong way, but, got the yellow card. So.
Yeah, it wasn't that friendly. Excellent job. Now we're going to just see some younger faces, and that's what I want to see.
Yep, we got Dietz out here.
We got Dietz,
we
we got
Huck
Fast.
Hertenstein, Isaiah Fast back
Is
in
it-
there.
is
Near
Huck-
Gardner's in.
Is Huck out there?
Yeah, see the giant kid there
Yep,
with
I
the
do.
giraffe legs?
Yes, I do.
That's my nephew, folks, so I'm allowed to
Oh,
criticize a little bit. So
Huck and I have
Don't be
always, we see each other, always bring a smile to both of us.
Yep, see what kind of skill, what kind of action we see off the
Nice
ball from
build-up.
these young guys. We saw a couple moments in that first half where the young guys possessed the ball. That was awesome to see. You love it when your JV players can come in and it doesn't look much different.
Number 29 is Lincoln Waterman.
Yep, he's been in a few times tonight,
Yep.
but he's getting a little bit more minutes tonight than he has been
Well,
lately.
he played more in the start of the season, and he's lost some minutes there, but he is still in the varsity rotation.
Still in the mix, yeah. And Near Gardner on the ball there.
Absolutely.
Jake Ackroyd's still in the game, looking for the footwork.
Nice job. Outside. There you go. Now make a run inside so I can give it back.
Had a couple runs through the backside. Ball didn't quite get there.
Nope. Number 11 all the way out.
Burbrike with the ball.
Oh. Hunter's all the way over here. Nope.
I like that
Terrible.
look from Lincoln. He had that similar look the other night. I believe he scored that goal against Sydney, just like that from outside.
15 minutes to go. And the pace of the game has really slowed down quite a bit.
Yep, and like Dave and I said earlier, this is a great opportunity to rest your starters, rest your guys that are very, very, and not that not everybody's important to your team, but clearly we got some guys that are going to be able to help carry us into the playoffs.
Absolutely.
So we want to see them stay healthy.
But it's a great opportunity for the young players to get varsity taste.
Yep.
And see the varsity speed and see what it takes to play at the varsity level.
Yep. Riders got a chance to counter here. Let's see how quick they go at him. Got numbers in the middle.
Cross the ball. There you go. Too fast.
Ball.
Nice.
Good run by Neargardner after.
Oh, nice
Plays
ball.
Good
Nice
follow.
ball. Nice foul.
Keeper
That was a
doesn't
great
quite
ball.
get all of that one.
Cross it. There you go.
Good numbers on top
Cross it.
again.
Cross
Cuts
it.
it back. That's what Dave and I usually ask for.
He cut back, but I don't think he was doing it. I think the defender did it.
Yeah.
Last ball cleared out by the
Nice, quick throw. And that's something that I always encourage is my outside backs to be up for my throw-ins.
Yep.
You know, why am I using a forward to throw the ball
Yep,
in?
exactly. As long as they got the intelligence and the pace to drop back if necessary, if your team loses that ball.
That's what the training ground is for, is to give them that intelligence.
Yep.
You're not going to learn it if you don't practice it. Nice punt. Went it in the air.
For Bright's only one step into the ball. Love it. He's
Oh,
won
come on
several
fast.
balls in
Come
the
on
midfield
fast.
tonight. Perhaps one of the many reasons he's getting that varsity start.
Oh, good call. Okay.
Let's see what the Riders do here. Like to see a little variety.
Nice
Short
quick.
ball,
Nice quick.
okay.
Nice quick.
Great ball in. Not quite crashing
nobody
hard
there.
enough. Neargardner wants a deflection, and he gets it. So ball's out for a corner.
Huck was right there, man. He just
I think he forgot how tall he is.
I did.
He hasn't looked at the mirror yet today.
Good ball. Get there.
What I'd love to see is number 9 for Kenton against Huck here on a
That would be great
on a
to see.
50-50 header.
I would love to see that.
Prior to the goal kick, checking in for the Wildcats, number 6, Carson Davis.
And you can definitely see that Kenton just doesn't, but missing those two heart and souls in their midfield is really tough. They're already a young team.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see how they look at full strength. They've
would
definitely
be-
done enough tonight to make me think, hey, they could make this somewhat of a game. I think the Riders have too much skill and certainly too much speed, but would be more fun to watch than.
New divisions, they're a Division 4 team.
Yeah, so playoffs are going to be a little easier for them. They don't have to run into the Riders here in the playoffs.
They don't play a single WBL team. They're going over towards Mansfield.
Okay, so not even Elida's in the district.
Nope.
Or I mean, not the district, but the division.
The division.
A couple other WBL teams in the division.
They're over there
different
playing Upper Scioto and Upper Sandusky.
Yep.
Which is a huge advantage.
Huck with a beautiful tackle.
That was clean.
Gets robbed by the referee. I'm going to have a talk
That was clean. Hey,
with Brian
we got a
after
replay.
this.
We got a replay.
He assessed against the Rough Riders
Great tackle.
for the Wildcats.
Gets all ball, if you ask me, and that's not just
His cleats were-
are up, so yeah,
cleats were
maybe
up,
that's why.
cleats were
But
up.
looked like all ball to me. I'm gonna give him a slap on the back after the game for that. I love what
That was
love to see
beautiful, but cleats were up.
it. Yeah, yep.
Cleats were up. And when we mean that, it means that you can actually see the spikes.
Yep. And even if he does get that ball, if he misses, that's very dangerous. Could be a broken ankle. So that's why they try to limit those.
Absolutely.
Erling Holland just had one of those situations this past weekend. Professional player, his sock was ripped just about in half. So you don't want to see that happen too often. But I did like the tackle.
Oh, it was a beautiful tackle. Nice job by Huck.
And the confidence to do it in a varsity game.
Absolutely. And it's nice to see you got Huck there and you got Dietz here. And number 11 is Widget. Nice. I like what I'm seeing. Gives you some nice depth.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how, as we get into the playoffs, how deep the bench will run. Something that Quatman was talking about with Shawnee.
Yes.
You and Quatman were talking about how Shawnee typically doesn't go super deep.
No, he goes about 12 or 13.
Yep, that's what that's what he said when he made his state run. Correct.
Yep. He said he used 13 players.
Yep. So the Riders, as the season has gone, have definitely used a lot, but that bench gets quite a bit shorter as you get into the playoffs.
14 deep, maybe, is what I mean. Very rare did I go much deeper than that in the tough games.
Yep. And it's great if you can go deeper, but you want to be able to trust every single player for every single second.
And it's one of those where my best players, they came off the field because the bone was sticking out of their leg.
Yep. Otherwise,
not coming out. You need a breather. Yep. We didn't do stuff right in the summer.
Yep. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Holtzapfel does for the boys.
Nice
has
job.
had the tendency to rest his starters, to rest his top guys, and not saying anything's wrong with that at all. But as you get to playoffs, curious to see if that changes or if that continues.
And what's really different this year is there won't be play-in games. The top seed in our district is already going to be in the district semifinals, so you're playing the sectional championship right out of the gate. The only advantage is where you're seated on whether you can get it at home or not.
And that should eliminate some of those really lopsided scores, right?
Absolutely.
Hopefully that's probably part of the goal, other than just switching to the multi-divisions. But you want to take away the opportunity for a team like St. Mary's to crush somebody 20-0.
Absolutely. Upper Sandusky comes to mind not too many years ago, where he didn't have a choice. The only spot left on the seating was to come play us.
Yep, and those games are no fun for anybody.
No.
The few guys that score the first couple goals, it might be fun, but then after that, you feel like you're a bully picking on a weaker opponent, picking on a weaker kid. And I'll be honest with you, Dave, I hate to see anything more than 9 goals.
Absolutely.
A 9-goal win.
And it's tough. I mean, especially when you have all your freshmen in there, you're only attacking 2. And Kenton's a great example. It's not too many years ago, probably 15 years ago, I played Kenton and we beat them 10-0. And I only had 7 players on and attacking. And when Jamie went home that night, he's calling me and says, "Thank you, Dave, because that was the closest we came to scoring all year.
Yeah.
Thank you for not blowing us up."
And I think that's something that always disappoints me in other coaches, and other programs, not just high school, but at the youth levels.
Absolutely.
There's always something you can work on. There's always something your team can do other than put the ball in the back of the net. Yeah, is it important to be able to score goals? Absolutely. But is there other parts of the game? You bet.
And you can also do it without being degrading to the other team. And we're going to do 47 passes backwards. No, just play with 7. Take them off. I only have to have 7 on the field.
Yep.
And you playing with 11 and me playing with 7 and it's an even game, that's great. And it teaches us how to make up for when players aren't there to support you.
Yep. And there's 10, 20 other different ways you can do things. I always like to make my players, I tell them they can only score with their left foot.
Yep.
I tell them they can only score with their head, and most of my teams are not allowed to use their heads in the game. So they score with their head, guess what? It's not a goal. So I like to mix it up. I like to keep them working on something. What I hate to see is somebody else being demoralized by our team. To me, that's being a bully.
Absolutely.
And I don't like to see it in the high school level.
No.
I don't like to see it at the youth levels. I don't like to see it anywhere. So coaches out there, parents out there, encourage your kids and encourage your players to work on other things.
And that's what, like I said, my son's the rule come off with 2 goals.
Yep.
It's 2 goals. Yep. You're done.
Yep. And he knew that.
Absolutely.
The whole team knew that. Those are things you set up ahead of time when you're going into games where that's a possible situation.
Was there also a player on the same team? We tried all night to get Flash a goal and couldn't get him a goal. You know? We tried all night.
Yep. And there's another thing you can do, focus on the kid that hasn't scored all year.
Yep, absolutely.
Or, you don't say your weakest player, but hey, this player is the only one allowed to score, and your team is just constantly working for that teammate.
Absolutely.
And if they ever get to that point and score, your team is that much happier. They're into it. They're pumped. Everybody loves it. So there's plenty of ways to go about doing it. I've seen some scores this year, especially against Van Wert.
Oh gosh, it's been very disappointing.
Yeah,
and the fact that their boys program is gone, you're going to ruin their girls program.
Yes, and I saw somebody comment that this is the varsity level. They should be better. Well, they're not. To me, that's like saying, the person that's being beat up by a bully. Well, they should be stronger. Well, you're
That's not
picking on
hard.
a weaker opponent.
Absolutely.
You're picking on a weaker person, a weaker team. Should they be better? Yeah.
Absolutely.
But they're not. It's that simple.
You're not
it doesn't mean
going
you
to
can
make
pick
them
on
better, and you're not going to make
Yep.
yourself better by doing that.
Exactly. And you're not going to grow their program. You're just going to get players to quit. And that's the last thing we want to see, less players.
And it makes it harder for coaches when we go to the districts and stuff and trying to talk about players. He had 67 goals, and then I looked, and he scored 22 of them against Mohawk.
Yeah.
You know, in 3 games.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed. Mohawk hadn't won a game in 20 years.
Yep, and I think you and Quatman talked about that a little bit last
We
week,
did.
right? Yeah,
it's
that's
just
what I thought.
so disappointing to see that, and then the coaches get all upset with you. Beautiful goal.
Great shot by Reed
Beautiful
Kantner.
goal. Beautiful goal. But it is upsetting. Let's see that again.
He's got all the time in the world. Defense doesn't pressure. Hits that just over the
Oh,
keeper.
my goodness. That's a beautiful shot.
And it's a great try from the keeper, but unfortunately he's not quite tall enough.
Watch his hands. He goes up single just like he needs. Oh, what a great
Good
effort.
technique.
That's Premier League quality.
Yep.
Trying to make the save. He just there's Newton's law comes into play. So, and Kenton's still playing hard. I mean, we got 3 minutes left, and there's been no quit in their team.
Yep, looks like Braden Keller talked his way back onto the field. Probably sitting right next to Coach.
Him and Holtzapfel both
Constantly,
sweet.
Yep, constantly
Boy, I just
in his ear asking to get back in. I know that's exciting. I know as a high schooler, that's, playing time is all you care about. You don't think
Yes.
about injuries. But us old men here, that's all we can think about. So hopefully the boys make it through all right. They're playing.
I always took my hearing aids out at the end of the game so I couldn't hear him.
Coach, can I go in? Coach,
Nope, can't hear you. What'd you
Coach,
say?
How about me?
Somebody need a chair.
Yep.
Nice job. Fast has really been impressive for me. He has done such a good job.
Yep, hard worker. He's got some pretty good skill.
Beautiful
Definitely
job.
got some strength. He had a nice, powerful header.
And
first
confidence.
half.
He's confident on the ball. I love it. And they keep feeding him, too. So, excellent job.
Yep, got a couple more JV players in here. The other Klaus boy working in the midfield.
Yep.
Connor Russ makes a run up from the defense.
And that's one of the first runs he's made all night.
Another
beautiful
nice-
shot.
Another well-placed shot by Reed Kantner. Keeper makes the save this time.
Yeah, he does.
Goes out for the corner. See if we can get a 7-foot on 7-foot battle here.
I would love it. Where is... Get up there, Huck. Get up there, Huck.
Making the run. Can he do it? Isaiah Fast with the touch. Clever touch. Doesn't quite.
Yeah, I would love to see Huck on number 9 on Wingfield.
Hey, I think you got that pronunciation.
I think I got it right.
Nice work, Dave. Congrats.
Yes, Gus Wingfield. So,
As you said, Kenton's still working. Still putting in the fight.
look, the best part is when the teachers ask how your grandfather to my grandkids say kindergarten. So,
All right, some of the young guys trying to get
nice job.
more offensive attack, but
And the keepers,
Quite have
I
to
love
touch.
how he dove down on that because the technique's
Yep.
right. It's late in the
Yep.
game. I'm going to dive on the ball.
yep, you can tell they take some time somewhere, whether that's at an
Club
extra keeper
or-
training, somewhere where they're getting some extra technique in. For
Absolutely.
a goalie, they can be the greatest athlete, but if they don't have the right technique, eventually you're going to miss out on.
I seen him
on
practicing at
goals.
the beginning when I was walking up. They were practicing getting down. And it was nice to see him use it here in the game. Good ball. Come on, Fast. Put pressure.
Yep, you want to see him working off the ball
Oh,
there.
you got to come there. Opportunity with less than a minute left.
Yep, exactly. You don't want to see him kind of quit here, even if the score's out of hand and the game's almost over.
Get in there. Got 16 seconds. Make the throw. Get up there, Huck. Get up there.
See if they can get a big throw in the box. One more chance.
Good. Cross the
Nice
ball.
simple touch by Huck.
Cross the ball.
Ball in.
Good ball.
deflects out,
Shooter.
spray.
Shooter spray.
Gets a shot off.
Oh,
Another
beautiful
great
job.
save to end the game from the keeper. Whether it would have counted or not, probably not.
Probably not, but what a great,
Still upset.
what a great shot by Spray. So, well, our final score, 7-1, another victory in the WBL, which is important. Nobody got hurt, as we can see. Got some young players some opportunities, saw some nice goals. And Kenton stayed to the very end, putting up a good fight. So I think we got some tough games coming with Bath and Elida to finish the season. And then we'll find out, I think it's this weekend we find out who we draw and where we'll play, what seed we get. And that's going to be tough because you got some good teams. Bryan and Napoleon are good teams. We may be on the road.
Yep.
We may not get a home seed.
Yeah, and that's why some of the things you and I asked for tonight, some of the little things, keeping that shutout. Those are the important things you want to work on at this time of the season. WBL season's probably done.
Yes.
These other non-league games, these are just opportunities for the Riders to put those final touches on some things, put those final touches on the corners. I thought we looked stronger on the corners tonight, maybe because of the opponent, maybe because of things we've worked on. But the biggest thing, keeping that shutout.
Absolutely.
The Riders want to go deep in the playoffs. Sometimes you're going to win 1-0.
Yes.
And if you can't keep that other team off the shutout, you might be losing 1-0. So very important to really tighten up that defense in games like this where you think you've got the game in hand, but getting a little sloppy there at moments.
Yeah, and it goes back to even the start of my program. Andy Zink told me, he goes, if they can't score, coach, we can't lose.
Yeah.
I mean, that was way back in the first years of coaching. He's like, the plan is never to give up a goal, and we can never lose a game. So you need to continue. Well, thanks again. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to our great crew, Mr. Chisholm, Mr. Yelton, our mystery camera number
Casper
2.
over here on this camera.
Casper on number 2. Thanks again to Rider Nation Station, and please go to our sponsors and visit their businesses and please go to their businesses, because without them, this doesn't take place. And this is one of the most special things that we have in our community, giving these great young men a platform, and the young ladies and all the sports here at St. Mary's and the community somewhere to go.
Yep, and be sure to tune in tomorrow night. Rider Nation Station will be here again for the ladies against Elida, and again that is youth night. So come early, come late, doesn't matter. Just come, tune in on the TV, join us here again.
All right, good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.